Hello children, this is Mr. Bill. I'm excited about sharing a book with you. The book is entitled The Thing About Bees, a Love Letter. I think it's something the young people here at Friendship will enjoy, and or wherever they might be. It's written by Shabazz, Larkin. It's a book about people and bees, and I'm glad to be able to share it with you today. I do fellowship with Friendship, and it's a joy for me to be a part of the fellowship and to share in this ministry. The Thing About Bees, a Love Letter by Shabazz Larkin. This book is rich, and I hope you'll enjoy it. The book is dedicated to his sons, who the father says teaches him to be fearless. Okay? So it's bees, a father, and sons. When a bee and a flower love each other very much, a fruit is born. Okay? The flower makes a sticky yellow dust called pollen. It's Pollen. And we see that pollen has been distributed with the strawberry flower. Okay? And as the bee drinks the flower's nectar, she gets pollen all over her hairy body. Okay? So pollen is distributed as a result of the bee's activities. The bee moves pollen from one flower to another. You see the bee moving from one flower to the other. Then we wait. Okay? And this is the strawberry plant. And after waiting, we see the flower turns into a fruit you can eat. In this case, it's strawberries. This process of moving pollen from one plant to another is called pollination. We'd be hungry without the bees. They help vegetables and nuts grow too. Thank you, bees. Here's the thing about bees, and you see the bees here, and this father and his two sons are out playing in the yard, pointing at the bees. Sometimes bees can be quite rude. They fly in your face and prance on your food. They buzz in the bushes and buzz in your ear. They sneak up behind you and fill you with fear. You see these two bumblebees ended up scaring Dad and scaring the sons because all of a sudden they were at their backs. And worst of all, they do this thing called sting. Ouch. Yes, bees do sting, as you well know. Okay? And then you see the sons again and the father pointing up. And they go on with the book and say, we may want bees gone because their stings hurt. But if they were all gone, it would hurt much more. Okay? So yes, bees sting, but without bees, there'd be no picnics with watermelon. Without bees, there'd be no smoothies with mango. There'd be no strawberries for shortcakes, and no more avocados for tacos. There'd be no apples, which means no apple pie. No more cucumbers, which means no more pickles. No more blueberries and raspberries for pancakes, or sweet cherries to drizzle. Okay, you see all of these beautiful fruits and nuts that are a part of this picnic table. We'd be lost. We wouldn't have these gifts if it were not for bees. Because some food won't grow without bees to help them along. In a way, the bees are just like you. You buzz in the bushes and buzz in my ear. Speaking about bees, you sneak up behind me and fill me with fear. You fly in my face and prance in my food. You even sting when you're in a bad mood. Okay? you can see how the bees are causing these folks to react. All right? And another picture that has to do with bees. But I never stopped loving you. So there's a love that this family has for bees because of all of what they do. You're my sweet cherry, the apple pie of my eye. You're my cucumber pickle, my bumblebee in the sky. You're my cold watermelon at a picnic in the park. You're the avocados on my tacos. All those things allow for us to enjoy some great food as a result of the bees. You're my strawberry heart. Without those little buzzers and they're speaking about bees, the world wouldn't know what to do. That's the thing about bees. We need them just as much as we need you. So yes, the world needs bees, the world needs boys, the world needs dads, and the world needs mom. A lot to learn. I have a lot to learn from bees. This book was written because the father had a ridiculous fear of bees. And he said, when my sons were born, I didn't want to pass that fear on to them. So I let out to discover all I could about the bees, about the buzzers. I learned 3 things about bees. First, I learned that every living creature has a special part to play in the world, and that includes you. Second, I learned more about a scary thing. The thing feels less scary to me. Third, I researched which bees and wasps are kind and which are kind of mean. I made a guide to help you see the difference too. It's brave to try to understand the things that scare us. Now, go, be brave. And he's speaking this to us, and he's speaking this to his sons. Love, Shabazz. Okay, this is why I'd love for you to get this book and or read it if you can find it and your parents say it's okay, your mom, your dad, your grandparent, or whomever that would give you permission would say it's okay to go to the library and read this book or get this book. Everything you need to know about how not to get stung. And there's a guide to bees. I can't read it all because of time, but there are some things that we're encouraged to do. Stay calm, okay? Avoid carrying rich foods, mango, things that smell sweet, okay? Don't forget, bees don't want to sting you. They are busy collecting pollen. Wear a hat if you don't like bees in your hair. Ignore bees in flight. Never swat at bees. They will sting you if you do. Wear shoes. Some nests are in the ground. Tell an adult right away if a bee stings you. And these are the different bees. And these are from the kind to the mean. Bumblebees are kind. Carpenter bees are kind. Honeybees. And the ones that are meaner are the mud dauber, the hornet, and the yellow jacket. This would be great to read so you know how to react when you're out in the garden, when you're in the backyard, and there are bees around you. But seriously, as the author says, we need to love the pollinators. Do all you can to save the bees. Please. If you are still afraid of bees, you can wear a beekeeper's suit because we are all beekeepers. So maybe hopefully this book has helped you to look at bees in a different light. Not so much as bees that will hurt you, but bees that help us with the food that God has blessed us to receive. And we can coexist, and enjoy our lives together. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a great day.